Rhomboid pain. Let's look at the anatomy and physiology of the rhomboids. So we have rhomboid minor and rhomboid major. So rhomboid minor sits above the major and it originates at the spinous processes of C7, so the bottom of the neck, and T1, whereas major picks up at T2 down to the spinous process of T5. They both insert onto the scapula, with minor on the upper portion of the medial border at the spine and major for expanding from that medial border between the spine of the scapula and right down the inferior border. In terms of action, they adduct, elevate and downwardly rotate the scapula. So we can see what would happen if that scapula is winging or protracted towards the front. As we said, that scapular winging, that can really lead to pain as that rhomboids are pulled long, weak, locked long. Also overuse, repetitive strain injuries. People with kyphotic posture even tend to get that pain between the shoulder blades at the rhomboids. As with all of these tapings, make sure that you assess your client, because if you're only treating this painful area, you may not be getting a long-term result for your client. So once you've assessed, create a longer-term treatment goal and plan. We're going to look at an example here where the client is suffering from rhomboid pain, but where their scapula is winging and their shoulders are quite rounded. In this case, we're going to do a two-step taping. We're going to desensitize the rhomboid, but really we want to add some functional stability to the scapula. So we will do a functional taping to the scapula to help to depressure the pain they're feeling in the rhomboids. Other options you may include might be a pectoral inhibition if the client is very dominant in the chest, or thoracic extension to open up out of that kyphotic posture and allow the pressure to come off the rhomboid tissue. A two-step taping here for rhomboid pain or strain. Firstly, to desensitize that pain they have between the shoulder blades. Short piece of tape, we're going to apply the middle first, shoulder forward, light stretch straight down on the area of pain or sensitivity. And we can layer that up. If it's quite painful, quite uncomfortable, you can star that 2 or 3 times. So again, middle of the tape, shoulder forward, light stretch straight down over the area of sensitivity. But this is often caused by that shoulder blade being rotated away, maybe winging away from the thoracic cage. So adding a stabilising functional taping can really help with this to offload the rhomboid tissue. So anchor the tape off the scapula towards the spine. We're going to do a functional taping, so a medium amount of stretch, so a good stretch on that tape. Bring the shoulder and shoulder blade forward, lay that tape down across the whole length of the scapula. Client relaxes and then anchor with no tension. That's going to help to pull that shoulder blade back and take the pressure off the rhomboid.